Tonight, Whyalla Council pulls out of the local economic development organisation, and locals on the Eyre Peninsula warned to be ready for snake season.
With the latest from around the region, your nightly news with John Hunt begins now.
Good evening. Whyalla Council has made a shock decision to stop funding Regional Development Australia's Eyre Peninsula branch. The CEO says they'll reinvest the money towards building their own economic team.
A big decision that'll change Whyalla's economic development.
I think Whyalla is in a very unique position in its history and looking forward to the future. This is a decision that's right for Whyalla at this point in its history.
Council unanimously voted to stop funding the Regional Development Australia's Eyre Peninsula branch. That'll save them $180,000 per year, money to go towards developing its own investment team.
It's own in-house economic development team. So essentially we'll be putting together probably two fairly senior people.
The RDA say they've been left blindsided by the move.
We're obviously disappointed. We have very hard-working staff, and we've put a lot of effort into the programs we've got up there. We work very closely with industry.
However, they won't be rushing to make any decisions about their future.
Yeah, we'll take a steady as she goes attitude. We won't react quickly. We'll study the consequences of their decision.
The RDA says it will continue to work with the Eyre Peninsula councils in the hope that no other organisation follows suit.
Very strong commitments from 10 Eyre Peninsula councils and the state and Australian government, and great working relationships right across the regions. Council
is certain it's a step in the right direction.
We're committed to this model and we will be driving this hard.
Shari Hams, Seven Spencer Gulf News.
With the warm weather heating up outside, residents are being reminded to be on the lookout for snakes. It follows recent sightings of the reptile at beaches and playgrounds.
It's a concerning sight, an eastern brown snake spotted at a popular playground just this week, metres away from where children were playing.
It stayed there for a couple of minutes and then it just slithered.
Noah Wicks was at the playground with his family when he decided to climb the nearby tree, unaware the deadly snake was there.
I went to go put my hand on the tree and climb it, but then 1 second I saw a snake and then I was shocked and I jumped off the tree.
Experts say people need to be on the lookout for snakes, with the recent warm weather bringing them out.
So the most common type of snake that we would encounter would be the brown snake, and we do have some other snakes like tiger snakes and red belly.
More than 3,000 people are bitten by snakes every year. Port Lincoln's vets say they've received an influx of snake bites in the past month.
In the summer and spring and summer, generally every week we'll be treating animals for snake bite.
Experts say if you do come across a snake, you should try and stay still and keep any pets away from it. An untreated bite could result in a person's death within just 30 minutes.
I have to watch out for trees and see if there's things on the trees that are dangerous.
Nathan Regter, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
An Eyre Peninsula woman has been caught drink driving nearly 5 times the legal limit at Cal this morning. The 46-year-old woman was pulled over on the Lincoln Highway just before 7 a.m, allegedly returning a reading of .247. She was issued with a 12-month instant loss of licence and had her vehicle clamped. She'll appear in court at a later date. A report into the safety of Port Augusta's Victoria Parade have found minor changes were needed. The state government have installed new features to bring the road up to standard.
Drivers coming through Victoria Parade will now see new signage to promote the use of pedestrians on the road. It comes as the Department of Transportation has investigated this area of the road to ensure its safety.
We now have pedestrian warning signs, lighting has been investigated, speed limits have been investigated.
However, speed signage and limits were a major factor in the changes, with minimal speeds being shown on the parade.
It's important that there are sufficient signs to ensure that people are aware of the speed limit on the road, particularly long ones like Victoria Parade.
Drivers should be wary of sharing the road with pedestrians, with the refuge island situated between two popular takeaway shops, making it harder to keep safe.
More risky, more dangerous place than you would normally expect for pedestrians to be crossing.
The Port Augusta Council is suggesting to go one step further with the use of traffic lights, no matter the cost.
Cost is not an issue in my mind when it comes to safety.
The call coming after a young boy was fatally struck last year, along with one other serious injury and two other minor injuries since 2014. Laura Milovanovic, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
Broken Hill Police were among those receiving citations and medals at today's Barrier Police District Awards ceremony. The event recognises the sacrifice the region's officers make to help keep our communities safe.
It's a tough job, and today these men and women were honoured for doing their duty.
It's all about recognising our members for their service.
The Barrier Police District came together this morning for their yearly awards. It highlights everything from probationary constables being promoted to those who complete brave and courageous acts. Constable Shannon Pearce received a Certificate of Merit for assisting in a resuscitation in 2016.
It was definitely a serious incident that happened. Obviously, if we didn't get there and assist with it, it could have been a lot worse than what actually happened on the night.
Donald Sproy was awarded a unit citation for risking his life in the capture of wanted criminals near the Murray River. He says with the district sharing borders with South Australia and Victoria, it's important to develop professional partnerships.
Due to some really good cross-border relations, we worked together and we managed to safely arrest the offenders and they were taken into custody in Victoria.
Superintendent Smith says he's proud of the work being done to combat crime in the region.
We've got young police here who are just starting out their career, and then we've got others who are veterans. It's great to be able to recognise them at our annual event.
Patrick Ryanke, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
Still to come tonight, a Port Lincoln playground bringing young and old together, and Broken Hill ready to go for this year's Silver City Cup. Welcome back. A Port Lincoln retirement home is bringing together the town's elderly with a group of children as part of a very special playgroup. The weekly event aims to transform the lives of both the young and old.
They're unlikely playmates, but that hasn't stopped this group from getting together. More than a dozen kindergarten students visiting the local retirement home, an event labelled a highlight for many residents and children.
I enjoy it because I haven't got mine here. I left them home.
This playgroup has been run at this retirement home for the past 2 years. Organisers say it's a special way to help fight the loneliness that retirees can experience.
Just the joy the kids bring to the room is amazing.
Aged care specialists say more than 40% of Australian elderly don't receive any visitors, while 50% report depressive symptoms. Some of these retirees say they only see their family once a year.
Gather all over Australia, so we don't see them too often.
Organisers hailing the playgroups as a great opportunity for both children and elderly to learn from each other.
To hear their stories, you get to hear, learn patience and resilience and learn about what it used to be before, technology.
Why do you like coming here?
Because it's so funny, because it's so cool.
They can cause a bit of chaos, but of course that's all part of the fun.
You're glad to see them go home sometimes. You're always glad to see them come back again.
For more information, contact Matthew Flinders Home. Nathan Rector, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
What a lovely story. X Factor winner and Australian Eurovision representative Isaiah Firebrace has made an appearance at a Port Augusta school. He spoke to students at Carlton Primary about his life and career, opening up about his struggles with confidence. The singer encouraging them to be the best they can and follow their dreams.
To follow their dreams and to, overcome fear and be brave enough, to step out there and start doing things that they enjoy doing.
The 19-year-old also put on a show for the crowd, belting out a few tunes. A Stirling North fisherman has been caught with 7 times the bag limit of razorfish. Police and fisheries are investigating the incident, which occurred near Port Augusta. He's alleged to have been found with 175 of them, well above the daily limit of 25. The state government is reminding anglers to adhere to regulations, saying they ensure the sustainability of fish stocks. A local artist has created a new mural for a Whyalla community garden as part of a country arts initiative. She's encouraging locals to come and support the official opening tomorrow.
Extra hands to help with the preparations, ready for the big mural debut.
So this project was because the community garden, nobody knows it's there. So the mural's going on the fence so everyone will know it's there, and hopefully everybody will be able to use it.
These children brought together today to decorate the area, adding extra colour to the garden.
Children from a local kindy will be coming to yarn bomb the trees in the area as well.
The mural was painted by a local artist who secured government funding to paint it.
Matilda was awarded a grant through Country Arts SA to produce a community project, and we just came up with this idea of putting a nice mural out on the garden and making it a welcoming, inviting place.
The artist says elements of the garden have inspired the piece.
I guess to represent what will be in the garden, so trees, chickens, hopefully eventually there'll be chickens, vegetables, and bright colours just to make it happy and exciting.
Organisers encouraging locals to attend a showcasing day tomorrow.
Yes, so on Saturday we're actually putting the mural on the wall or on the fence, and it'll be on the outside of the fence so people know where the garden is when they come drive past, walk past, whatever.
They say many hands help to make it happen, and the Whyalla community should be celebrated.
We've had different painting events at high schools, we've had it at D-Face has had a market, and we've also been knitting for yarn bottoming pretty much everywhere in Whyalla.
Shari Hams, 7 Spencer Golf News.
There's only one more sleep to go before Broken Hill heads to the races for the Silver City Cup. Organisers say last-minute ticket sales and setting up around the course has kept them very busy.
The countdown is on until they're given the green light.
They should be coming to the races, support your local races, support your local people.
Tomorrow, thousands of racegoers will flock to the Broken Hill race course for the Silver City Cup. The betting ring will soon be filled with punters trying their luck. Trackside awaits the arrival of patrons who booked tables close to the action, and the track will soon roar with the thunder of racing thoroughbreds.
We had it's 57, 58 nominations and you got acceptances, so that's pretty good for a horse race here in Broken Hill.
And when eyes are not on the track, they'll be turned to the fashions. Preliminary judging starts just after 1 o'clock before the finalists strut their stuff in front of a crowd.
We have Best Dressed Boy, and we have Best Dressed Girl, then we have Miss Teen, then we have the Most Stylish Hat, Best Dressed Gent, Trendiest Chick, Most Elegant Lady.
Gates open at 11 o'clock for those wanting to get in early. The first runners will hit the track at 1:10. With a warm and sunny 23 degrees forecast, organisers say it'll be a great day for all who attend.
The weather's going to be fantastic. Plenty of room at the Broken Hill Racecourse, so we're asking you to come out and enjoy yourself.
Patrick Reinke, 7 Spencer Golf News.
Should be a good day. Stay with us after the break. We'll preview the weekend cricket action. And Alex will have the latest weather forecast. Hello again. Time for a preview of this weekend's cricket action. Here's our experts with their tips.
Yeah, g'day and welcome to the commencement of Port Augusta Cricket. Round 1 kicks off this week with Central Stirling taking on West Augusta. This should be a very close match, but I think Westies are going through a rebuilding phase, so I'm going to go for Central Stirling. The other match sees a replay of last year's grand final. Corn take on South Augusta. I reckon South will beat Corn in Corn this week because Corn generally start off pretty slow. So there are my 2 winners, Central Stirling and South.
Hello and welcome to the second round of the Whyalla Cricket Association. The first match of the round sees Rupina take on South Whyalla. Rupina are coming off a loss and so are South Whyalla. I'm going to take Rupina in this one. Second match of the round sees Central Whyalla take on North Whyalla. Central Whyalla have the return of a few guns and that's why I'm going to pick them this week.
Time for a look at the weekend weather. Here's Alex with the details.
Good evening. Last night's cool change made temperatures a little more comfortable today. Port Augusta reached 27 degrees, Whyalla and Port Pirie both reached 24. Broken Hill was stormy and 29, Port Lincoln showers and 16, and Adelaide reached 19 degrees. On the satellite, cloud from a cold front is crossing South Australia, triggering showers and thunderstorms in our region. Choppy on the waters tomorrow, westerly winds 20 to 30 knots, seas at 3 metres, sunrise at 6:27 tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy tomorrow with temperatures ranging from mid-teens to low 20s. Port Augusta 23 degrees, Whyalla 21, Port Lincoln reaching 16, Woodna and Quorn 22, Broken Hill sunny and 23, Port Pirie 22 degrees, Clare reaching 19 and Adelaide showers and also a top of 19 degrees. Looking at the next 4 days, Port Lincoln showers and 17 Sunday, sunny and 21 Monday, 23 Tuesday. Cleve warming up into next week, reaching 33 degrees by Tuesday, and partly cloudy for Woodna over the weekend, warm and sunny into next week. Whyalla partly cloudy this weekend, 26 Monday, sunny and 33 Tuesday. Similar conditions in Port Augusta, hitting 36 degrees by Tuesday, and partly cloudy in Kadina Saturday and Sunday, sunny and 25 Monday and 29 and partly cloudy Tuesday. Some partial cloud in Port Pirie, reaching 34 by Tuesday. Clare sunny through until Tuesday, and Broken Hill fine and sunny, reaching 32 Tuesday. And that's your Friday weather forecast. Have a wonderful weekend. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Alex. And that's the news for tonight and the week. Just a reminder, you can keep up to date with us on our Facebook, Twitter and YouTube pages. I'm John Hunt. Thanks so much for your company. I'll have some updates later in the evening, but until then, have a great weekend. On behalf of the team, it's good night.